Good morning, Aries. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, as always, welcome back. And those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I appreciate each and every single one of you. This is going to be a collective reading for the sign of Aries for the month of February. Aries, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Cross watchers, if that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, make sure that you're discerning the messages accordingly and not forcing anything to fit. That'll cause you more confusion than it's going to do you any good. Remember that this is not a one-on-one reading, so or one-to-one, however you want to put it. So if you are interested in booking a reading with me, you're welcome to do so. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. I am a medium. I do tarot and oracle as well. I do a lot of energy work in my brick and mortar store that I have as well too, in my local area. So if you are interested in booking services too and you're local to me, please feel free to reach out via email as well, and we can get you scheduled. Like, share, feel free to comment, keep comments nice, and of course subscribe to the channel, because every time a new video is posted, you're going to be able to, you'll be notified that that's a thing, right? And then if you find that this video doesn't resonate with you, check your other placements as well. I did get Taurus, Capricorn, somebody else out. I forget which other one it was. But so Aries, we're going to jump into you. And I did put a little bonus reading up for you guys the other day. You guys had the most views pretty much throughout January on the videos. So I appreciate you taking the time to check in and listen to the messages that were brought forward. So, all right, let's jump into this. I've had this need to sneeze now for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it's been. So my nose is burning and tingly. Isn't that a complete pain in the ass, right? Like, it's like, if I'm gonna sneeze, let's just sneeze and get it over with. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you guys in the month of February. I feel like for some of you, you might be going back to school, trying to learn, whether it's, I feel like it's more of honing in on something that you've done before, but like renewing your skills, right? So for some of you, that may be a thing at this time. For Aries, please, Spirit, for Aries. The reading I did for you guys the other day, I'm trying to remember exactly what all that came to be, but I remember I want to say there were some challenges, maybe in dealing with somebody else, and you have the friction and brilliance. You may be finding your strength through challenges that you've come against recently, where it's like, some people take their passion, that fire energy, right? And they turn it into something positive for themselves instead of channeling it into a darker space or getting in a headspace that might be more challenging or creating more problems or more friction around them. I feel like you're taking those feelings, those emotions, and you're putting them into something that's going to be highly beneficial for you, rather than sitting with those. Like you are recognizing different things about yourself, of ways that you can be creative, ways that you can hone in on skills. It's kind of like, as a Scorpio, and I've got an Aries rising, it's like, tell me I can't and watch me prove to you that I can. So it's instead of sitting with it, maybe even out of anger, whatever this is, you're understanding that you can channel these emotions into a space that is going to, again, be beneficial to you, but it's always going to be about how you see this for yourself. Do you see this as a challenge? Do you see this as a way to create another aspect of you for your higher good? And I feel like you're doing things in a positive direction, rather than taking things, sitting with them, and letting them fester. Yeah, you're making some forward movement, some forward progress. Again, that emotional energy, like, water flows. So you may be trying to resolve some emotions by making things happen for yourself on a more positive note. Spirit's telling me to go ahead and keep pulling from this deck, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, the influence surrounding you is understanding how it is you're going to do this differently. You may have these external circumstances that do surround you that are pushing pushing you into a new phase, a new journey where you're making yourself feel more complete, more whole. You know, again, rather than sitting in defeat or arguments or anger or whatever, it's understanding that taking these things and transforming this energy is going to bring you peace at the end of the day, rather than, you know, again, it's repetitive in a sense, but again, you're taking that and using it for your good, which is a beautiful energy to have, because you get to, I hear Spirit saying you're going back to the drawing board, going, well, how can I do this differently? Consistency, and rediscovery. It's igniting a passion within you by means of doing this. And I feel like whatever this friction is, whether it's interpersonal or it's external, you're recognizing how you can change that, how you can transform that, how you can open up. And I also feel like you're taking those situations and you're leaving them behind you. You're not sitting with them. You know, this is the thing that I love about tarot. I know that reading I did for you the other day was a bit different than this. I can't remember, again, precisely what was in it, but how much our energy can change. Remember that the energy from tarot is fluid, you know, and reading collectively, there's going to be so many different messages for so many of you. But to see this lighter energy of going, well, okay, this is what it is. This was bullshit. And now I'm going to move forward from that and do something on a positive note for myself that's going to add to my life rather than taking away from it. And then stretch. A lot of creative balance is what Spirit is calling it. Creative balance, creative flow that you're going to find through this. I like the way this feels. It's going to give you new growth. I feel like it's more of a mental growth. So you may be feeling more positive, more optimistic, more open to different things that you haven't been open to before. It's creating growth. And I will also say this to you as well. For some of you, very specific, right? Not all of you, certainly. Pregnancy may also be a thing. Fertility may be a thing during this time. It's almost like you're getting comfortable in your own skin. You're allowing yourself to expand, opening up to new possibilities, not seeing things in a darker sense. You know, not saying that you always have, but it's definitely opening you up to new ways. And so it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to take a look at what lies ahead rather than what was behind me in the past. And I think that that is going to be very beneficial to you moving through probably your season, Aries. Once we get into Aries season, I think you're going to see some things shift again for you that are going to open you up. So I like that. I like that message in the, yeah. All right, guys, let me see here. All right, for Aries, please, Spirit. Whoops. For Aries. I'll try to stick its head out there. Strength and love. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's see. Glass half full attitude, and I like that. Like, I'm hearing we don't have to agree, but we can agree to disagree, and we don't have to see it the same. So, you know, and when I see something like this, and then you've got self-worth at the bottom. When I see something like this, I also think of, like, you know, the world that we live in is everybody's like, either you see it my way or we can't be friends or we can't be nice to one another. You're just going, okay, again, putting things aside, whatever that friction was, and going, we don't have to agree, but this is how I see it, and I'm moving forward for myself in this particular aspect. Because you're understanding that maybe if somebody, and I'm going to go back to this, they feel that, you know, maybe you're doing things the wrong way, or you're not seeing things in a certain light, or you're not agreeing with their opinions surrounding you, you're okay with that. Like, maybe where you would have gotten angry and frustrated in the past, you're okay with that and going, okay, that's who you are. This is what you want to do. That's fine. But I'm moving in a different direction because this doesn't resonate. What you're saying to me doesn't resonate for me. It doesn't feel, you know, I'm not feeling it in my soul, right? So you're moving in a direction that you can visualize. And you may also, some of you may be painting at this time. I'm getting a lot around painting and the visionary aspects, you know, whether it's drawing, painting, that creative type of process. But you're seeing things, and this may, you know, when we talk about seeing things too, this vision that you're having could also be, you know, premonitions and, your intuition talking to you on what your goals are. And that vision can also be your goals in general as to where you're going to, move forward to. Because I feel like you very much stepped into having your own opinion of things, very much glass half full, no longer half empty, lighting a fire and a passion with you that is going to push you forward in a positive direction. And that's beautiful, beautiful energy to be in, right? It's not stubborn, it's just standing up for yourself. And when you can do that and you can integrate the two and pull them together, and for some of you, you may have people around you that they may not understand your ideas and opinions right now, but they're supportive of it. Like, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I guess I'll sit with you in this until we see what happens. And if you've got that support, be very grateful for that support, because you may also open their eyes to a different way of seeing things, where they may have been the glass half empty, you're the glass half full kind of energy. You're showing them that being in a more positive, optimistic light can help transform their own life, and you get to set the example. You get to kind of be in a leadership position or role that's showing others how things can be done on a more healthy note. So I like that for you guys. Step up and take the lead. Good stuff. All right, let's see. What are we going to use? I think we're going to dive into some Oracle cards. I got some new cards ordered. I can't wait till they come in. I'm so excited. I've been using these decks forever, but they feel right and they resonate with me. So, all right, for Aries Spirit, let's do past, present, future for the month of February. Ooh. I feel like you guys are moving away from, like, if it doesn't serve you and it's like a bullshit type situation, or there's just a lot of things that are not healthy and they don't feel right to you, you're not even reacting anymore. You're not even reacting to it. You're taking the lead role in your life and setting, what they say, set fire to the rain, was Adele's, right? Or Adele's song. Just like, okay, no more of this. We're good here. We're good. So good stuff. Heart chakra and the sun. I'm telling you, Aries, like, I really feel like this spring, once we hit Aries season and moving into the summer, like, you're going to flourish. You really, truly are. Good stuff. Just make sure that you're keeping your emotions in check. You're tempering any anger. Don't be overly passionate and fixated, but yet move forward. So for Aries in February, Spirit, please. There it is again, the sun, magician in the mirror. I'm telling you guys, you are creating something visionary for yourselves. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is our sacral. You're becoming more confident in yourself. You're becoming more aware of the things around you, and then you're speaking your truth in that. And we've got that fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra, Archangel Gabriel as well. So we got Archangel Ariel and Gabriel there. So this deck is not Oracle energy. Shoot, I always screw. There's two decks that are almost the same name. They're a little off, and I never can remember them in the correct way. But you're stepping into this independent energy of knowing where you're going and what you're going to do for yourself. You've got that sun card. I don't care what deck it is. The sun card is the most beautiful card in the deck, right? And there's that creative expression again. I talked about fertility as well. So again, some of you, and I'm seeing that with this as, too as well. I feel like this, whatever this cycle is or was, you may have started something in the past that didn't quite turn out the way you had hoped it would, or didn't quite come to a state of completion at one point, but you knew that it felt right. So I don't know if you took your plans, your ideas, put them on the back burner for a while. You had to kind of bring yourself into a balance, a place of peace, balance, to a fair, just type of situation. Because I feel like in the past, you may have had people vying for your attention. You may have had people that were outside distractions that stopped you from reaching your goals. And let's say this, can't blame them, but in the same breath, we allow these external influences to distract us from our path. And I feel like that's something that has been illuminated for you. You know, that sun energy not only makes us feel bright and aware, the sun comes up during the day and we see more, right? There's more light shed on everything surrounding us. And I feel like that sun energy for you opened your eyes to understanding that there was more to it than, you know, what met the eye, you know, in the general sense. But it also helped you to understand that you are not working on you. And this year, again, I've repeated this so many times this year so far, is about you, what you're giving to you, what you're doing for you. So you understand where you were selling yourself short, whether it was through distractions or whatever it might be. It was time to renew you, right? Three of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Some of you may be waiting on, I'm going to call it incoming messages of love. You know, you may be dealing with people at a distance. You may be finding your support system outside of you as well. So let's see. Magician in the Mirror. What's fair and just? Some of you may still be having a hard time tapering your emotions, and you're going to have to work through, you know, present energy, what is fair, just, and right. And you may find, again, you may have that friction of being like some pushback from certain people that do not agree, and do not let that be the thing that keeps you up at night, right? Like, they may have an opinion, they may be steadfast in their opinion of how this works. Some people may disagree with things that you're doing, contracts, situations, you know, card of Libra, and we've got Aquarius here, about how it is that you're supposed to be doing things. And they may not agree, but yet there's this like this inner knowing that it feels right to you, but yet you're letting it, you know, get up in your mind space. And we talked about that earlier. This is a growth in the mental aspects of that sword energy, but for your betterment. Strength, you're going to have to persevere, have the courage to, you know, stand your ground, to move forward. Do not allow the things of the past that have distracted you to distract you again. Stand in your power, right? And I apologize if you hear any noise. There's some stuff going on upstairs. All right. And the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Who cares? Who cares if the external world, you know, I just talked about this in one of the other videos the other day. Our three lower chakras, so our root, our sacral, and our solar plexus, are all pertain to the external world around us. How we see ourselves, how we view ourselves, you know, all the conditions that we've been taught throughout our life. And Spirit is saying, who cares what the external world thinks? Who cares if they have an opinion? Who cares if they've got a thought on it? How do you feel? How do you emotionally balance yourself, you know? And for some of you, this also may be sexual drive. Like, where you may have lost your mojo for a while, all of a sudden you're like, I'm back in the game, let's go. So, you know, if that's you, hey, God bless you, do your thing. You got the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm going to take these two. We've got the Ace of Swords, so revelations, truths being seen, Seven of Cups. You may have various options if this is a love situation. For some of you, you may have various options, and also ones that you're looking at and going, I'm not sure that this is what I want. Like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pause, reflect, wait before I make the next move when it comes to that specific area. And that's okay. If it doesn't resonate, if it doesn't vibe for you, if it doesn't feel right, it's okay to sit back and wait, because understand that you're having patience, and you're gonna have to have some patience through this, and you're gonna have to be patient with yourself. You're gonna open yourself up to understanding what it is that you truly do desire, rather than all these like bright, shiny things just in the moment, right? Knight of Wands. So don't get carried away, because I feel like you're going to be disappointed if it comes to love and you're single and you're looking and that's your thing or whatever, because you understand now what it is that you desire. And it's like anything below what you desire isn't going to be enough for you. It's just not going to make you feel fulfilled. Same breath though, let's see here. Just make sure, I feel it's very important to tell you to stay out of your head. If you are feeling confident about the direction in which you're going, then by all means, move forward, Aries. Don't sit in this confusion. I do feel like you tend to put on this very confident front, but internally when somebody says, well, I don't know how that's going to work out, you're kind of like, oh, it's good. No, it's good. But then you're going home and you're sitting with that and you're letting that self-doubt creep into you, don't let the self-doubt roll in and keep you up at night and stress you out, and then you're reacting rather than responding to situations. So make sure that you're responding in the sense that it's going to be for your higher good, and not just because you want to get in. I talked about that, like, it's not stubborn energy, but like, watch me, and use the watch me's for your higher purpose, something that's going to direct you into a positive light, rather than something that you're just doing out of let me show you, right? So it's going to be about how you see it, how you decide to discern it, how you decide to entertain it, and how you decide to move forward from it. So I'm going to clarify this throat chakra card too. For Aries, throat chakra. You're going to have reasons to celebrate and enjoy life. I'm telling you, I feel like this is just going to be a transformational month for you for the month of February. You may be renewing some friendships as well. There may be an apology that is being spoken to you. Page of Cups, but I wonder too if you feel that it's sincere, but I also feel like it's a renewal of some energy. So maybe where things were a little off kiltered for a while with maybe some friends or work situations or whatever. Yeah, like something had to happen. You had to see something. You may be waiting for a little bit for this to take place. I think by March though, this is gonna shift and change, that you're gonna be able to make peace with whatever this is and enjoy better times ahead. Something had to be seen, something had to be made known before that type of situation could take place for you. So all right, Aries, let's see. Let's get the white light oracle out. I can't wait for spring to roll around. My winter allergies this year have been off the charts. All right, so let's get a card of advice for Aries, please, Spirit. What does Aries need to know for the month of February? Aries for February, please. All right, guys, let's see. Dakini of Infinite Light. I'll tell you what, she's like musically creative. She's beautiful. She's poised. She's got it together. She's open to, various options and opinions. She's taking a chance to listen, but yet integrate. She's opening the heart space to new thoughts and ideas as well, letting herself feel, trusting the light that, is being shown on her. I like the beauty of this card, number 9. Again, more that independent energy, taking a stand, figuring it out, moving forward, abundance coming in. I like the way that feels for you guys. All right, so let's see here. It says, Dakini of Infinite Light, seek and you shall find. Find the teachers and teachings which feel pure to your heart, but remember, it is your inner truth of you that ultimately will set you free. Do not give your power away, and do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Ask for help from enlightened spiritual beings in any matter of concern, and help shall be granted. Believe all your problems can be resolved, and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. A Dakini is a supernatural feminine being who inspires spiritual practice, guides one to actualize siddhis, or spiritual abilities, and teaches the inner path of awakening. She protects us from negatives and restores our vital energies. She teaches us how to act with wisdom. She can be a demanding teacher, requiring us to reflect upon the mysteries she presents through our dreams, inspirations, and meditations, and then proceeds to unravel them. As we do so, we develop our inner capacities and become stronger. These wild feminine creatures can be a gentle or fierce force, or combination of both. When she appears in a reading, travel your path and explore your questions about spirituality and awakening with confidence, for much progress can be made when you do so. Some Dakinis are fully enlightened, while others are still in their process of awakening. Truly enlightened beings have the ability and desire to assist all other beings to enlightenment. They know how to lead us along the path because they have walked it before us. Beings of lesser development may or may not have been such helpful and may or may not have such helpful intentions. But even if they do, how can they show us the way when they themselves have yet to discover it? Truly enlightened beings can and do help us in many ways, from solving problems we encounter in our daily lives to ensuring we are taking the most beneficial steps on our spiritual path. They are our spiritual family, guiding and assisting us from a place of love and skillfulness. The Dakini of infinite light, Marichi, is one being. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Oh no. Marichi is connected with the rays of light from the sun. She is sovereign over all lesser beings. Her many gifts include the capacity to guide one into enlightenment, to heal and repair that which has been separated or broken, and to provide protection during vulnerable transitions, whenever we venture beyond known worlds, and also from misfortune and negativities, which is what we talked about, right? Moving away from those negative energies. Negativities of all kind, including being manipulated, controlled, or exploited. She resonates with material abundance too, and is associated with providing the prosperity we need to live a happy, long life and make progress on the spiritual path. This divine goddess of the sun brings light on all levels. We need light to see clearly, otherwise we feel confused as to which steps, if any, to take. This is just as true on emotional and psychological levels as it is on the physical. Light helps us to see what is happening rather than making assumptions. And I talked about that earlier, right? When the light is here, we see more, right? When we see what is happening clearly, we have the opportunity to make the best choices. The oracle of the Dakini of infinite light augurs an increase of light in your life. This can include a lightening up after a difficult time, an increase of clarity from a helpful healing and higher perspective, or a clear positive path opening up through a troublesome time. Her appearance signifies sacred victory. Call upon her and do not give up. There it is. That just sums up everything. We talked about the choices. We talked about, teaching. Some of you guys may be learning something new, or rehoning on skills that you already have. People around you may be pushing, with their perceptions of what it is that they think you should be doing, but you also have to go back to what feels right internally for you. So Aries, I think this was an awesome reading for the month of February for you. Just stay out of your headspace though, right? Don't overthink it. Don't create unnecessary worry. That Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry, because it's gonna, everybody's welcome to their opinion, but you do what feels good for you. You follow your soul's direction. You follow that higher knowledge and that higher understanding, right? So, good stuff, Aries. I like it. Get your video posted. If you found this video or message from Spirit resonated with you, please like the video. That helps circulate it. Subscribe to the channel so you're going to get notifications, and feel free to comment. Let me know. Not just let me know, but let other people know. When you comment, other people are aware that it's working for you, and it may work for them as well. So, good stuff. It's confirmation, right? We enjoy the confirmation. So, all right, Aries, I'm wishing you the best month of February. I'm sure I'll get some other videos. It's the month of love, right? So who knows? Maybe I will give in and do some love readings or something for the signs once I get all of February's videos out. So we'll see what happens. Wish you guys the best month. Take care of yourselves. Sending you lots of love and light.